Hello! Saturday night, and I have a date with yarn. Who's here? Who's hanging out? Doing stuff with yarn on a Saturday night? I wouldn't want to be doing anything else, and that is the truth. Yarn. Oh, let's see. Do I have to? Hi! How is everybody? I don't know what I just did. I just did something. Oh, that's mirroring. Okay, we don't want that. Escape. Yeah. I didn't even ask for that to happen. Okay, so since I saw you last time I made this Invisible Woman. I wouldn't really call this a hat. This is really just a headband because I did it on live and I only did a few rounds. That's what it looks like. I still have ends, of course. And then, but I didn't like this part right here. See how it's like, it has that bump. And so I went back to the, all dressed up. Yeah, I'm wearing my lip gloss. And these, this doesn't really fit me quite right, but I found this on clearance at Old Navy. It's like this romper and it's so flippin' comfortable. And then I went online and I bought like a couple more of them. And then I've been living in them. So, okay. So I went back to my pattern and I revisited the starting rows, and now I changed it a little bit and made some updates, and now it doesn't have that awkward, weird place that it had before. Oh, that's the top. Yeah, but still on the bottom, it's still, there's no bump there now. I mean, it's obvious because the color's different, but yeah, and this one, I was gonna wear this because everybody was saying, what does this hat look like? But this one's actually way too big for me. It's too big. It's like way too big. This is for this is for someone with dreads. I just had a customer email me and said they like this hat for their dreads. I mean, this is the perfect, that was the intention of the hat. It was for people with long hair, curly hair, dreads, braids, or something that they did not want to shove up into a hat. Like me. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I did, and then I already updated the pattern. So if you want the new pattern, it's on my website for free, the updated version, and I put the new one in my Shopify, on Ravelry, and on Etsy. But I mean, the best thing to do is just buy it straight from me and don't use Etsy or those other places. Just go right to my website and either read it right off the page, because I have all those ads on there so that I can still give you the pattern for free and get paid. And, or, you know, purchase, there's a link there to purchase through my Shopify, and that is the best way to support me. I know Etsy does a lot to like advertise the products that I have for sale from them, but you may or may not know that they do take a lot of fees, and they you know, like when I updated the pattern today, there was no way to email my customers. And I could be wrong. If anyone's watching this and you know differently, that there is a way to update, you know, automatically update the customers when you update a pattern. Mama J is saying, I can't see. You can't see what? You lost me. What can't you see? Hi, Leanne. Craft room. Oh, Leanne's craft room. Hey, lipstick is makeup. It's not even lipstick, it's lip gloss. I remember this one time I went to a party and there were some kind of rich people there, and they said, "Hi." I don't, is your name Aaliyah? Aaliyah, is that right? Am I remembering that right? Hi, Amy. Somebody made a TikTok about me today and got a little gift in their DMs. Can't wait to see that. What you do with that. Uh-oh. Am I still here? Yep. Okay. Let me go ahead and put this up overhead so y'all can... Did I do it right? Did I do it right though? Am I going to be right-handed in this? Yeah. Invisible woman hat. I still need this. I'm going to continue to use this yarn and this hook. This is a, let me fix that. Couldn't see what you were showing. Oh, yeah, I know. It was like goofy. You're working on it. You have a few questions. You can email me at bettymcknit@gmail.com if you want, or just send me a DM on here. If it's about the row, the single crochet, is it the row 2 or the row with the clusters? You have to skip one before the last corner. I've already had like 2 testers email me about that. The row where it's like skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next, skip 2, 3 double crochet, and then the last one is skip 1. But it doesn't say skip anything. It just says go to the corner. So, okay. Oh, all right. So this foundation single crochet that I use, I don't think is a traditional foundation single crochet, but you can use any foundation single crochet to start the Invisible Woman hat. But I'm going to show what I do. Yeah, that was it. I knew it. Yep, because I already I can tell, you know, when I get the same email like 2 or 3 times, and it's not incorrectly written, but it's confusing. So when it's like that, then I change it. I just change it. Okay. So this says create a row of foundation single crochet to match the circumference of your head. So there's no counts. You have to measure. And yesterday I measured 22 inches for myself, but I'm just going to maybe make a small tube, not too large, so that it doesn't take a long time on the live. Okay, so I do a long tail. I don't know if this has a name. If it does, I couldn't find it. I found something that was like a long tail foundation chain or something like that. It had a very long acronym and it was a little bit different than what I'm doing. So where should I put this? I don't remember where I had it the other day. So I don't know what this is called, but, and you don't have to do it this way either, but I'm going to show you what I do. Hello, Fiona. So I start with this is my, it's a long tail. So this is my tail, and I know I'm going to do 22 inches. So I need like about 1 inch per stitch. This is probably not nearly long enough, but that's all I'm doing for today. And then this goes to the ball. This is my yarn supply. Okay, so the tail is on the left, and the yarn supply is on the right. And then I do a half hitch, okay, which is just a loop around my hook, and the tail is on the bottom. The first one's really awkward. I am paused. Okay, great. I wonder what happened. Okay, am I back? You had flu and COVID jabs. Okay, just the jabs. Oh my goodness. Hi, Kathy. All right, half hitch. The tail is on the bottom of that hitch. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for letting me know I was paused. Well, I was paused on TikTok. Okay, and then here's how you do this. The tail goes over, okay? And then I'm going to hold it with this this is my supply yarn. Hold it. All right, pull through one. Pull through two. Could the headband be hand knit with 2 needles, please? Yeah, actually, I started out with it as a knitting pattern, and then I pursued the crochet pattern. I'm not sure why, but I've never published the knitted version, but it did start out as a knitted version. Okay, so that's one. It's my first one. This one comes over, and then I hold it like this. And then this is my yarn supply. Pull through one, pull through two. Okay, I'm gonna mark this one because that's actually my first single crochet. It's not really a headband either, it's a headscarf. I just didn't make it very long. Okay, the tail goes over, you loop it over, and then pull through one, and then pull through two. Okay, this is my tail, long tail. It goes over, and then pull through one, pull through two. Tail goes over, pull through one, pull through two. Tail goes over, pull through one, pull through two. Tail goes over, pull through one, pull through two. Okay, so that's how I do my foundation single crochet or whatever this is. I don't really even know what it is, if I'm being honest, but that's how I do it. Julie, I don't know what you mean, no insert. That's your chain right there. And then single crochet. Pull through one, pull through two. Yarn over with the tail, pull through one, pull through two. I didn't come up with it. I probably saw a video. Good night, Fiona. Get some rest. I hope you feel better. Okay, so you just go with your foundation single crochet, either my way or whichever way you like, until you have whatever your head measurement would be. Mine's 22, which is ridiculously small for an adult. See, if I wanted to make this longer, I would have had to have made that tail much, much longer. I don't think this is really going to be long enough. So let me go back. Do a lot more. I imagine you could. This is my tail, and this is my supply. It's really, like at the beginning, just a loop and a half over your hook. It's very awkward to start. I had to practice. This is the first one. I think I marked the wrong one before anyways. I would never do this for a blanket. The reason I'm doing it on the hat is because I want a flexible edge that's going to stretch. And this stretches pretty well. Hey, Grandma Judy. Did I just see Grandma Judy? How you doing? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I went ahead and changed the invisible people hat also, and I can do that one next. It's very similar. It's pretty much the same hat, but it closes off at the top instead of, thanks for the likes, instead of staying open for like hair or braids. I guess, Kathy, if you were going to do it as a double crochet, you would yarn over before you did this wrap around and then pull through one, pull through two, pull through two. That's how you would do it. I mean, I would try it. I don't know if it's really secure. Pull through one, pull through two. So I'm really worried about my friends and people in my community that were impacted by the storm. I had some really horrendous weather yesterday, which I don't think was even a fraction of what they saw in Florida. I was terrified, actually. It was the first time I've really been scared here during a storm. We had a tornado we were under tornado watch, and then we had a tornado warning. There were tornadoes spotted, and I was really scared. I had so many windows in the front of my house, and it was just taking a beating. And I have a like a Ring camera on my front porch, and I was watching the storm through that, and I was recording some of the footage through that. And right after I recorded about a minute of video, and I sent it to my daughter, and she said, "It looks like the camera's gonna fall off." And then next thing I knew, my camera was offline, but it didn't fall off. So when it stopped raining, I went out there and I brought it in, and it's broken. I can't get it back online. It's broken. Okay, I don't know how big this is, but this is big enough. So I'm actually gonna trim off this long tail because it's just bugging me. Okay, so that is my row 1, and then so I changed it now. At the end of row 1, you join it in the round. Make sure that your working yarn is not coming back through the middle of the loop that you're about to make. Make sure it's over here. And then let me check my pattern, see what I wrote. Join with the slip stitch to the first. I know I marked that one, but I know that's not it. So that's wrong. This is it. If that's not it, it's it now. Yeah, that's not it. This one's it. Join with a slip stitch. So I'm going to be mad if that isn't flat at the end of all this. Okay, and then I did a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Linked double crochet in each stitch around. So the way you do it from a chain is you pick up, pull up a loop in the second chain, and then you pull up a loop in the next stitch, and then you pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, and then you keep doing that around. You pick up in this cross loop going across the front of the double crochet, you pull up a loop, and then you pull up a loop in the next stitch across, pull through 2, pull through 2. Chain 3. Chain 3, pull up a loop in the first chain next to the hook, pull up another loop in the next stitch, no, I'm working under both. So you pull up a loop under this crossbar going across the double crochet, then you pull up a loop in the next stitch, and I'm going under both, and then pull through 2, pull through 2. Thank you for following. Hold on, TikTok. Am I flipped? Yep, I'm you know what? I'm just going to stay left-handed and then I'll flip the whole video when I'm done. So linked double crochet. This hat has a rolled, I wanted it, remember who was asking me about the knitting? Well, she's not here anymore, or I had to restart. I wanted, you know how when you're knitting a hat and you cast on and you knit and you don't do any ribbing or anything and the brim of the hat rolls up? That's what I wanted on the bottom of this hat. So that's why I'm doing it like this, because I wanted to fold this in half and make a roll instead of having ribbing. I get tired of the same stuff sometimes. Ribbing on everything. So that was the reason I used the linked double crochet, because I wanted the stitches and the fabric to be connected. I thought if I folded over a row of double crochets, it would have holes. It's called linked double crochet, LDC. I don't really care about this yarn, but this is one of those dissected Ogo big donut yarns, which I don't think they have anymore. Now, I know when I was doing this off of my laptop, people could hear the breeze blowing. So I wonder if you all can hear that now. I don't know what happened to my video the other night. It said that I had a I'll have fun in homecoming. It said that I had a copyright violation because I didn't own the rights to the music, but I wasn't playing any music. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think like a car drove by or something with music playing during the live, and YouTube picked that up. I don't really know, but my video was muted in certain countries. So my video from the other night doesn't matter because I'm changing it anyways. Oh goodness, I need some help. It's going to be a really tiny hat. The long tail is copyright. Well, I saw what you're talking about, and that lady is doing it, and she's holding a copyright in the video, but she's not doing single crochet. She's just doing a chain. She's not doing foundation single crochet. She's doing long tail foundation chain. I don't know what she called it, but it had about 6 letters in her little acronym name that she gave it and copyrighted. But you don't have to do it this way either. You can do you know, the regular foundation single crochet where you chain 2 and then you pull up a loop. Okay, I'm here. I made it all the way around, and let's see what to do next. And I actually feel like I'm gonna just leave myself a little note. Actually feel like I need a little more clarity on that row 2 than what I put in the okay, so it says the remainder of the hat is worked in a spiral without joining or chaining up. The next round creates a rolled tube edge. So catching the back loop of each stitch and the bottom chain, 11 single crochet. Okay, so the back loop, so I'm not going to join. I'm just going to go right over here to this first linked double crochet, and I'm going to go down to the bottom and catch the first chain and single crochet, and that's 1, so there's 11 of them. 2, the back loop and the bottom chain. 3, the back loop and the bottom chain. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess I shouldn't call it the chain. I guess I should call it the bottom loop of the foundation single crochet. Now I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more. 11. So the back loop of the stitch with the bottom loop of the foundation single crochet. I'm going to put another note for myself. I saw another typo. Wow, this pattern's a mess and I just fixed it. Okay, and then a half double crochet. I'm still catching the back loop and the bottom, 1 half double crochet, and then double crochet around to the last stitch. That's a nice cool breeze. Hi, thanks for the follow. Double crochet, catching the back loop and the bottom of the foundation single crochet. No wonder people are confused. Just 1 half double crochet, 11 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, double crochet, to the last stitch. And then the last stitch of the row is going to be half double crochet. No wonder people say they can't read patterns. We put messed up stuff in the patterns. It doesn't make sense. I'm really not like, I'm just so bored by the color of this yarn. It looked good with the in the skein, in the ogo, with the other colors. They looked nice together. And then when I started working them up, I didn't like the way they looked in my project, and I started dissecting. Back loop of the stitch and the bottom of the foundation single crochet. Thanks for the follow. Back loop and bottom of the foundation. Back loop and the bottom of the foundation. Okay, and then the last, did I twist? I better not. The very last stitch is a half double crochet. Lions is having another sale. Lion brand. Oh my goodness. So that was row 3. Okay, and row 4, and you're going to repeat to length. So you're going to work under both stitches. It starts with 11 single crochet. Nope. It's not twisted, it's straight. $11 and then half double and then double crochet across around to the last stitch. So the 11 single crochet is what makes the like ruched up, gathered up part. And then there's a half double crochet on either side of it. And then the rest is double crochet. people screaming. Double crochet all the way around to the last stitch. There's my last one, half double crochet. See how it goes in. So that's the 11 single crochet are always going to line up, and then there's a half double crochet on each side, and then the rest is double crochet. I did that half double really loose. I feel like I want to go back around again and tighten it up. Frogging without tears. It was this right here. I love crocheting too. I really do. Oh, I have to yarn over. It's still loose. Oh, I see why. Because I'm supposed to go here. Whoops. I'm frozen again. You're making a cardigan, Max? Making a hexagon cardigan? Okay, Angel. Thanks for popping on the live. You're playing a scary game. My daughter plays scary games. She plays that. What's the one with the nurses? I don't know why I can't remember what it's called. It's like her favorite game. Dead by Daylight. I'm pretty sure she has played that one. Is that the one where you can play as like the killer or the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've watched her play that. I just do not feel inspired at all by this yarn. Life is too short. Hi, Chris. I'm making an invisible woman hat. But I don't really like that yarn. I was, oh, you got caught by the killers. Careful. This is my third time starting on this live. This is all the Ferris wheel I could find in my stash. I had these two half skeins, and whatever I made this with was also a partial skein. Okay, take 3. How many takes am I gonna have? I don't know. This is Lion Brand Ferris wheel and an eye hook. Hang on. Oh, I'll just leave my window open. This is my tail, and this is my working yarn. It's attached to the ball. Pull through 1, pull through 2. Wrap the tail up over, pull through 1, pull through 2. Pull through 1, pull through 2. And you go to, oh, I pulled that from the outside of the thing. I'll put it down here. That'll help. Bottom one goes over. Pull through 1, pull through 2. And I'm going to do this to my head measurement, which is 22. I was using that other yarn because it was easier to see, but I just can't. It's ugly. Whoops, what am I doing? Yarn over, pull through 1, pull through 2. Yarn over with the tail, pull through 1, pull through 2. How's the weather in Oz? Red Heart Super Saver, that's the first one I've ever used, and I still use it sometimes. I think Red Heart Super Saver is a great yarn. A lot of people get started on Red Heart. I have a blanket that I made with Red Heart Super Saver. It softened up really nicely in the wash. What's happening? Am I twisting? Did I twist? No. Yeah, see, this is going to be much more difficult to see. Probably not a good yarn to use for a video. Also, I learned this from my daughter, who was a photographer, the first time I was trying to make videos, and I could not get the camera to focus no matter what I did. And she said it's because the camera does not like red. It's really hard to photograph red or take video of red. Momster Mash is looking forward to the 6 days of self-care. Yes, me too. We start on Monday, right? Monday. Yes. I'm looking forward to it also. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but it's true. The reason I am using this foundation is because it's a little more flexible and I'm making a hat. It's a little stretchy, more stretchy and flexible. And I'm also going to work into this later. Angel made their dad a beanie. Well, Deborah, if you're in the membership community, you can respond to, I will do an email, but if you're in the membership community, one of the benefits of that is you can RSVP to those events, and you can also be notified right before they start, and you can also sync them. You can sync them to a calendar. And that's one of the nice things about being in that. It's not. It's really not that complicated. Let's see. Oh, this is probably more than 22. I just kept going. Oh no, it's only 19. I don't want to do what I did before. Well, I put them in I put even the public events over there in the McKnitiverse for you guys, for you all, so that you can do that, so you can RSVP and then get the notifications. Yeah, if you go over to the side, under Discover, it should have events, or on that side. I don't know where I learned this. I could not tell you. Hang on, I am gonna close the window now because it is getting cold. You all can see my little romper outfit. It's like blowing right on me. Crocheting some pieces of my cardigan together. Still haven't finished it completely though. I'm having a really hard time with focus today. This is take 3 on this. Okay. Now, we're going to join in the round. And I think I said this last time. Make sure that your working yarn is on the outside of the loop that you are about to make. And then you want to make sure it's not twisted at all. I can already feel this stretching out. And then you slip stitch. Kathy, if you found it, like a video for it or something for it that says what it's called, could you send it to me? Because I couldn't find anything. I found the thing you were talking about. And then chain 3, I'm moving on to row 2. And now we're going to do a linked double crochet around. So on the first one, you pull up a loop in the second chain from the hook, pull up a loop in the next stitch, and then pull through 2 and pull through 2. And that's the first one. And then for the linked double, you're going to go into that cross stitch that goes across the front of the double crochet, pull up a loop, go under both loops of the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Go under that crossbar, pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. I definitely did not would not use this for a blanket. I mean, I don't use any kind of foundation single crochet for blankets, but I definitely would not use this because it would just stretch out. This Ferris wheel is a 4, but honestly, I think these hats, and I did write this into the pattern this time, I think this hat is better with a 4 or lower weight yarn. I don't think it looks nice with a really heavy, thick yarn, unless you're just going to do a headband. So I think the thicker the yarn, the shorter you want to go with this. You want to go more towards headband size. And we had one of the ladies that tested this pattern, PETA, made 1,000,000 headbands out of it. She was just using that thicker yarn and making headbands like crazy. And she was like, this should just be a pattern for a headband. But I think if you're going to make it longer, that it looks better with 4 or 3. So for round 2, you do this the whole way around. I definitely feel like I'm going to have to do this again because this color of yarn is not really showing up so great on camera. Deborah, when you first joined the Betty McKnitiverse, you should have gotten an email that said to RSVP to the events. Oh, but you said you didn't even see it there. I made a checkered squares checkered cardigan. I am in love with it. It's a nice purple. Angel, will you please tag me in a TikTok of that so I can see it? That's what I would call it if I had to give it a name. Long tail foundation single crochet. But I don't know if somebody else has already, it's not my technique, so I don't think it's up to me to name it, but that's what I would call it. I don't honestly remember where I learned it, and I did not make it up. I saw it somewhere. I think it works well for this project. It's not a cast on or a starting that I would normally choose. And I think somebody asked a little while ago if you could do it with half double or double crochet, and I really don't know if you can. I don't know that it's going to be secure. Losing signal in the outback. All right, my dear, no worries. I'm probably going to redo this sometime anyways because I'm not happy with how how I'm doing. You forgot your sisters. Oh my goodness. Are you babysitting right now? I hope they're okay on their own for a little while. Don't forget them too long. Yes, there's a long tail cast on. There are a lot of different ways to cast on and cast off in knitting. I I have this wonderful book that I've had for, I don't know, 30 years, a long time. The Vogue Knitting Handbook or something, but it has all these different cast-ons and bind-offs that you can use for all these different purposes. And oh my goodness, I just found them so fascinating. You found two others. It's frozen. Yeah, I guess I'm just not having a not getting a real great signal here tonight on the Outer Banks. A real great signal here tonight. I don't know. What I can see on my screen, the picture quality does not look very good. What's coming across, but that doesn't mean that's what the final recording will look like. But to me, it looks really out of focus, and there's, no matter how many times I focus it, it's just not coming in. So I feel like the colors of the yarn are working against me. I gotta go through my stash and find some nice yarn for this, the right yarn, better colors, and not just pop on here and grab the first thing I see. Really super hungry too. Oh, well, thank you, Angel. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it might just be like the streaming software I'm using is showing me. I don't know. I don't know what it's showing me. Oh yeah, that's twisted. I was like, this looks twisted. It's 'cause it is. It would be really easy to twist this thing. Let me tell you. Okay, so you do linked double crochet all the way around. It's better than the first one. Okay. And by the first one, you mean that one with the lady with the copyright? You're looking at other videos? Is that what you mean? That's my chain. Oh, I think maybe that's what I did the last time. Okay. So, round 3, catching the back loop of each stitch and the bottom loop of the foundation. I didn't do this last time, but let's see how it goes. 11 single crochet. Yeah, I didn't do the chain last time. I skipped it. 2 back loop and bottom 3, back loop of the top stitch and the bottom loop of the foundation single crochet. That's 4, 5, 6. Did I miss one? Nope, I'm good. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whew. Angel says, I really like the star blanket. Thank you, my dear. Have you made one yet? Okay, next is going to be a half double crochet. We're still doing the same thing, catching the back loop and the bottom of the foundation starting row. And then it's double crochet the rest of the way to the last stitch of the round. Oh, you can do it. I think the star blanket is a really good beginner project. You said you already know how to crochet, so you should be fine. You can always tag me on here, message me, or join one of my communities. I have communities on Facebook, and I have a community, a membership community behind a paywall that you can join. Aw. Yeah, I didn't do too many early meetings for this one. People say I'm pretty advanced when it comes to crochet, but I rarely make blankets. Well, I think being advanced doesn't have much to do with what type of thing you crochet. I think when crochet is advanced, it has like a lot of stitches like back post or like more textured, like 3-dimensional stuff, working into rows below, stuff like that. Lots of shaping, lots of putting things together. Like garments, I think, are really difficult. At least they're very difficult to write patterns for. These colors make me happier than the other one. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't. Oh, okay. I've mostly designed blankets, but I did break into the garment. I mean, I've been doing hats and scarves for a really long time. Um, uh-oh, I missed one back there. Thanks for the follow. There's that rolled edge that I wanted. See that? I really wanted that on this hat. That's why I'm doing all this, for that rolled edge. These setup rows take a long time, but once you get it going, it's fine. I just want to at least make it all the way around. Thank you for following. Yada, yada, yada. Yada, yeah, it's only 2 yadas. Almost there. Uh-oh. Yeah, I wanted it to look like a knitted rolled edge. I'll have to figure out what... I mean, I moved, so I have things. I know they're here somewhere, but I don't know where. But I have this purple Invisible Woman hat, and it's a knitted hat, and it has the rolled, just the regular rolled brim on it. And so when I did a crochet version, and I was working on it, and people were saying, oh, make a crochet one. We don't know how to knit. So I started doing a crochet one instead. but I wanted that rolled edge. But that knitted one is actually how this hat got its name. Because I went yarn shopping with my friend. We went and bought yarn, and she was driving, so I was knitting in the car. I just got my yarn out and started knitting, and then we stopped somewhere and had lunch, and I had the project, and it was, you know, pretty good size at that point, and we were like, should we be self-conscious that we're knitting in this restaurant? And I was like, no, because I'm pretty sure that, you know, women our age are invisible and no one really cares what we do. And so I had the hat on, and it was not complete, and it still had the knitting needle in it, and I put it on my head, and I had the yarn sitting there on the table, and I was like drinking iced coffee or something, just like being a smart ass. Like, nobody cares. I'm invisible. I can sit here with a half done hat with a knitting needle sticking out of it and the yarn still sticking out of it, and nobody cares. Bye, Deborah. I'll have to find it. Okay. I'm going to make the end go this way this time. Last time I made it go that way. This time I'm going to make it go this way because I think it's going to be useful to have this end to kind of tie around this and tuck it in once we're all done. Okay, so I have one more. So this is the last one. So it's half double crochet. The last stitch of the row is half double crochet. There we go. That's what it looks like. That's a better representation of what it looks like than the last thing that I did. And this is a little bit of a jog, but when you complete it and weave in the end, you weave it around those two stitches and they are not that apparent. Where's the other one that I have? And this one hasn't been woven in yet, but that's what it looks like when it's done. And it's gonna be back there. Okay, I'll just do round 4. Because I don't know when I'll get back to doing this, and I want to be able to leave people with a way to make a hat if they are anyone's still with me. So from here I start round 4. There's no joining and chaining up. You just 11 single crochet, both loops. You could do back loop only if you wanted to for a different look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 1 half double crochet, and then double crochet around. You're going to double crochet each stitch until you get to the very last stitch. Well, lost my overhead. It's weird my battery didn't last as long as it usually does, and that other one's not green yet. It's weird. Thank you, Kathy. Okay. I was doing single crochet on my cardigan, and then I started doing half double. Well, that's what happens. I didn't mean to do that. I do that all the time. Especially on this project. If you put it down on the linked double crochet row and then you pick it up, you will forget that you were doing linked double, and you will start doing some other weird, just pick it up and start double crocheting like there's no tomorrow. It's like, oh yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm doing linked double crochet. And then row 4 you will repeat until you have the hat that's the size you want. If you want a headband, you can stop at any length and finish it off. You can make a headband, or you can make a longer, wider headband, or you can make a really long tube, which I would call a headscarf. I don't really know if that's the right word, but that's what I would call it. I like to have something longer that goes over my hair. I know people who have braids or dreadlocks. It's a great hat for them. You can also, if you make it long enough, you could tuck it in the back and wear it like a regular hat. It's my last stitch of the row, half double crochet. This is probably what I did with that yarn that I cut from the other project, and then I went back and I didn't have any. I'm gonna have to go through the stash and see if I have more of this Ferris wheel somewhere. Okay. All right, friends. Been fun having a date night with you and your yarn and our hooks and our games. I'm gonna miss Angel said they are going to use the restroom and they'll be back, and I'm gonna probably end the live. I'm sorry, my dear. You all have a wonderful rest of your night and weekend, and bye. I'll see you soon. Hi, Antoinette. You're welcome. Bye.